Welcome back to AZ Astros. So, as you can see, I actually got my EQ6R Pro set up. Got it polar aligned. I had to make a few adjustments to the brake rotor that I use as my mounting setup for my mount. I had to adjust it a little bit, get it to work perfectly. Works perfectly now. So for about 3 days now, I've been working on the Monkey Head Nebula, and I've gotten some really clear shots with that. My large stars, that the problem that I was getting from the Celestron CGM, the guiding was horrible on it. I was getting, I think, upwards of 15 arc seconds of guiding, which translated to, with PhD2, it translated to around 2.5 to 3 arc seconds of guiding accuracy with PhD2. With the EQ6R Pro, I've been getting about 0.65, 0.50 arc second guiding, so sub arc second guiding, which is absolutely amazing. It's made all the difference to my photos. So I've gotten, I think so far, about 125-minute photos of Monkey Head Nebula so far. I'll be doing another run tonight. I'm doing 30-minute subs each, 30-minute sub runs, and I've been able to get about 2 runs in each night, one before the meridian flip, one after the meridian flip. So I'll be doing Monkey Head tonight again, and tonight will also be the very first time that I have ever actually gone into Nina and just started a sequence. Usually I manually do the autofocus, I manually slew, I manually do all that before I actually start the sequence. I'm going to try doing it all through the sequence from the home position. So I'll meet you guys back at the computer, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, as you can tell from the title of this video, I completely failed at the Monkey Head Nebula. I attempted to capture the Monkey Head Nebula with my one-shot color camera, my 183C. Did not work well. I spent close to 4 days worth of imaging, so I ended up with 120 5-minute exposures of Monkey Head Nebula in one-shot color. I do have a picture that I will be sharing with you guys, but the picture just came out really bad. The nebula itself has absolutely no depth. It's just not a good picture, and the noise, for a camera being cooled to negative 24 degrees Celsius, the noise was it was an insane amount of noise that I just could not, for the life of me, get rid of. But like I said, I'll be sharing that photo with you guys because I want to show you my failures as well. Also, I spent about 3 or 4 hours the other day tearing apart my Celestron CGM right here. Since I got my Skywatcher EQ6R, I was more confident that I could tear this apart without completely destroying it. And if I did destroy it, it wouldn't be, you know, the end of my astrophotography, because I have no other mount other than my AVX. So I tore this apart. I was able to put it back together. I tore it apart. Nothing's broken in it, which is great. But when I put it back together, I guess I did something wrong because it's even more stiff than it was before. So I think I'm just going to concede, and when I have the money, send it into Deep Space Products and just have him do a full workover on it for however much that costs. So I was really contemplating on whether I really wanted to make this video, because I don't like failing. I don't think anybody really likes failing. But I realized that when I started the channel, my goal was to show a real view into what it's like as an amateur astrophotographer, and I would be disingenuous if I did not share the failures along with the successes. So that's why I'm making this video, so you can see the failures. For an additional 6 more days, it's going to be cloudy and raining here in Phoenix. Blows my mind. But I had actually started, the night before the rain started, which was 2 days ago, I had realized the picture I had was crap, so I tried to redo the Monkey Head with narrowband filters, and it was going great. But for some reason, PHD2 would not work. It kept telling me after like an exposure to 2 exposures, it kept telling me that after 17.5 seconds, the camera couldn't receive a picture, a 2.5 second exposure, so it's been disconnected for protection or whatever. I re-downloaded the drivers. I use a QHY5L2M, I think is what it's called. I re-downloaded the drivers, re-downloaded the ASCOM drivers, re-downloaded ASCOM itself, re-downloaded PHD2. None of that fixed it. Nothing I did fixed it. So that entire night, I would have had a good photo for you guys, but that entire night was a wash. And now that I look back on it, I think that was actually a good thing. And then probably next week, after all this rain goes away, I'm going to take another stab at Horsehead Nebula. So my next video will be the Horsehead Nebula, and I'm hoping that this time I will have an actual successful photo for you guys. I will see you guys in the next video.